The Art of the First Goon by WulaniiTalkAlot. Let's like his video. And if you like the reaction video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It helps support the channel. Let's tap in. Let's see what we got.
Chicken, as some may say. It seems like gooning related stuff is like everywhere nowadays as the internet is becoming more and more hypersexual. But
yeah, like the internet is such a fucking sexual place nowadays. Like you like literally it's ass, titties, fucking meat prints everywhere, gang. Like you, no matter what you do, you can't escape it. But I want to touch on briefly, like literally the first goon. That's why we're here. We want to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Leave your first goon do I want y'all to leave your first goon experience in the fucking comments? Maybe. I don't care. Leave it in there. We men, right? I believe the first time a man goons, you know what I'm saying? Like when you first fucking start discovering your body, you're learning the possibilities, you're learning what it can do, like the excitement, the energy, that feeling of that first initial release. I believe is one of the most important things in like the male canon event things that you can experience, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, it just depends on what your first thing that you goon to is. You know what I'm saying? Mine, I think it was like a Sarah J. Alexis Texas type beat. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. But yeah, like literally. And it's just like, it sucks because I feel as though like a lot of guys, especially if you're in my shoes, I was exposed to the hypersexualized world at a young age. Like, gang, I'm telling you, it was so bad. I was walking around with fucking nudie books that I found that would just so happen to be in my house from people that was in my household. But like, yeah, gang, like that's one of the things you want to stumble into, like when your body is ready, when you're mentally ready. Don't find that shit too young because that can fuck you up. It can get bad. You know what I'm saying? You can go into this goon hole and never come out. You know what I'm saying?
that'll be a topic for a different video. There are many types of gooning methods. Now, I'm not the goon master or whatever, but I do know a technique called edging where you edge your little shit before you bust. But in my opinion, I don't know why you would do all that, just bust. But to each their own, I guess. If you know the multiple goon techniques and you use them, you're far too gone, bro. It's over for you.
I feel as though if you're going into this with like techniques and you know what I'm saying, you're researching how to get like euphoric feelings from just like gooning or masturbating, gang, I feel like you're doing a little bit too much. You're going into it with too much other than what it is. Like literally, it's literally just something that you should do to pleasure yourself, to make yourself feel good. It shouldn't be something that you're doing to conduct the fucking, you know what I'm saying, the gooning science experiment. You know what I'm saying? Like you it's almost like certain people go into it to test their body to see how much they can put their body through. When it's like, why are you doing that? Like, I never understood like why men do that shit.
Gooning is a terrible thing to do. And I know y'all niggas don't just do it once or twice. Y'all do this shit on the daily. Some might even do it multiple times in a day. Arguably one of the worst addictions of all time in my opinion. And you can tell when someone's a gooner. Like, it's in the eyes. Like, look at this nigga. Look, bro, look into his eyes. You can't trust no one that look like this, my nigga. And you know what makes it worse? This guy was standing outside of a corn convention. That shit says blackraw.com. Like,
yeah, that nigga fucking wakes up, spanks it. You know what I'm saying? Like, soon as he done spanking it, he take a nap, wake up, spank another one. You know what I'm saying? You know what he's doing at the end of the night? You know what I'm saying? Like, is he gaming with the boys? Hell no, he's spanking it. That's one way you can literally fucking spot a gooner, gang. It never lies. It's in the eyes. If a nigga constantly looks tired all the time, you know what I'm saying? They look dehydrated. They look emaciated. They look like they never seen the fucking sun in years. You know what I'm saying? Check on him. If that's your friend, check on that nigga. That nigga could be fucking deep in a goon hole. He could literally just be discovering some shit that he never thought that he would literally like, and now it has a fucking chokehold on his life. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, you gotta check on your mans. I'm not against the fucking, I'm saying, masturbating propaganda. I think masturbation is healthy. Like, the gist of it is healthy. Now, when you do it so much to the point where society is starting to label you a gooner, gang, that's when you realize you may have a problem. You may be a little in too deep. You may be a little too infatuated with pornographic pixels, if I can say that on YouTube, because you don't like, you know what I'm saying? let's not, like, I don't want to shame people that pleasure themselves, because some people, that's the only release that they have. Some people, they don't have the luxury of, you know what I'm saying, having a girlfriend or having casual hookups or having, like, going on dates and shit like that to the point where they're getting laid frequently. You know what I'm saying? What you want a nigga to do? Build up his testosterone to the point where he's so fucking mad at the world that he's just randomly smacking niggas? You know what I'm saying? No, we don't want that. We don't want, like, you know what I'm saying, release whatever you gotta release, but let's do it in moderation, gang. It shouldn't be the first highlight of your day, and it shouldn't be the end of your day. You don't need to be doing that shit multiple times in one day. You really don't need to be doing that shit multiple times in a week. If we're being honest, if we're being realistic, put that energy to a fucking job application on Indeed. That's literally what you could do. Damn.
Bro, I swear, you can't make this shit up. If you were that crazy to go to a Goon convention, on God, I don't put nothing past you. This stuff really messes with your brain, bro. Like, seriously. It's people out here that beat they meat in public. Like, outside. They don't care. Like, bro, do y'all remember that one time when that guy literally nutted on a random girl's leg in a store or something? He ran out?
Look, he fucking nutted on my fucking leg!
I seen that shit. That was, like, fucked up. Like, I think if you're publicly masturbating on people, like, that's literally what's his goal. You know what I'm saying? This nigga is so freaked out, so gooned out that he's literally, like, seeing ass in real time, and, like, he can't control it but to whip his shit out in the fucking store. And, like, that is something that's very, very grotesque. Niggas like that don't deserve to have a meat. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't feel bad for you if you know what I'm saying, you got castrated or niggas took a live pair of scissors and literally just snipped your shit. Genuinely, I wouldn't feel bad.
Hey, you go to hell, bitch!
If you're willing to do something like this, on God, you need to be locked up for life and you throw the keys away. That ass. Fuck, we might need to torture your ass, nigga. Bro, this is ridiculous. Let's talk about the origin of this all. The first Goon. We have all experienced the first Goon, you know, whether it happened naturally as you was curious as a jit or your friend from school told you about it. No matter which way you discovered it, bro, we've all experienced it. The first Goon is a somewhat magical thing if you really think about it, bro. It's like one of those canon events everyone has. And for most people, I'd say it doesn't really negatively affect them too much, while there's other people whose entire lives have been altered for.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I think your first Goon could go either one or two ways. It's like, okay, I discovered that I can do something that brings me temporary pleasure. Cool. I don't need to be doing this shit every single day. Like, it's not the highlight of my day. It's not something that I constantly look forward to. Or you can be that nigga like, damn, I just hit the fucking jackpot. You know what I'm saying? I literally just hit the euphoric jackpot. I just discovered something that it's like the closest thing to fucking hitting the lottery. You know? And then after you put that shit on such a high pedestal and such a high regard, you're constantly going to chase that dopamine. You're going to chase that high. You're going to chase that feeling no matter what, no matter when, no matter where. You know what I'm saying? You constantly have that feeling like, oh, I want to bust one out. You know what I'm saying?
Ever because of Goonin. It surely doesn't help with how the world is now, especially after quarantine. Holy shit. Quarantine gave niggas too much time to themselves, bro. I literally know people that have hit their Goon record during COVID. 7, 8, 9. One of them even hit 10 Goons in a day. In a singular day. I don't know how that's possible, but dog, it genuinely gets to a point.
Like, I don't like to be like, I don't get that. I don't understand it. Like, 10 times in one day is it's like, what do you have planned? Like, bro, after one time, that makes me feel like I don't even want to do anything. I just want to fucking curl up into a ball, lay down, go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Sleep my shame away. That's genuinely how I feel after one time. Now imagine niggas doing this for 9 more times. You telling me you got the energy to do it 9 more times, gang? After I have sex one time, I don't even want to go again. I genuinely like any time. Like, I don't even want to get too deep into that, but it's like, I don't understand you niggas. And he's right. The COVID, the pandemic, that amount of alone time is not good for the human mind, the curious mind, the mind that is like, if I don't have something that I'm doing, or if I don't have something that I'm like that planned out, I'm going to find something to do. And I don't know why it landed on fucking Goonin, but the male brain found something to do, and it found something to entertain it for the fucking entire fucking pandemic.
point, bro. I'm gonna be vulnerable with y'all for a moment. I have had my first goon moment. For me, when I had my moment, I was between the ages of like 7 to 9. So I was like a kid. I was legit, you know. I'm not
7 to 9 is kind of young. I think mine was like around middle school. I want to say like either probably like 6, 7 for 8th grade. One of those.
too sure if it was a friend that put me on or I just found it myself, but I used to have an iPhone 4S. Y'all know you feel me, back in the day. And I had a YouTube account. Y'all know back then on YouTube, there was everything. Bro, if you look close enough, you were able to see like naked people. That's all I'm not going to get too much in depth about this topic, but that's how I was back then. I'm not too sure about nowadays. So yeah, I went to the bathroom, I locked the door, and I went on YouTube and looked up twerk compilations. Bro, as a real nigga, we've all done this before.
And I think low-key, that is how it started with the twerk compilation. Like I think low-key, it's always something, right? Like it's called pattern recognition. You gotta acknowledge your triggers. You gotta acknowledge the things that you watch on a daily basis that gets you into that. Like it's literally like just preparing your mind for the next time that you want to set aside some free time to goon and bust one out, gang. And I think that's how it started as a young kid. You're you know what I'm saying, you're looking at twerk compilations, you're looking at twerking vines. I think that's what it was for me around that time. I was looking at fucking twerking vines and girls throwing it back. And like after that point, it was like the point of no return. You couldn't go back because your mindset is like, all right, if you're doing that in clothes, imagine what you're doing without the clothes on
YouTube on some old world star shit. I was having a blast, bro. Big booty bitches on my screen. I was like 8, so my little shit was really a little shit, if you know what I'm trying to say. But here's when things took a turn for the worse. Where I used to live back then, if you had long enough nails, you can open a locked door. I think I was in a bathroom for too long. My mom heard the video audio or something, but she used her nails and opened the doors in speeds I have never seen before. I was fully naked, bro. I had nothing on, and she walked in on me, stared at me in my eyes in pure disappointment, bro. But for some reason, she thought I was sending photos of myself to old men. I don't know why. Like, I don't know what type of thought construct she had to get to that conclusion, but yeah, that's what she thought I was doing for some reason. So I don't know if that was better than her finding I was actually beating my shit, but it was a pretty interesting time period for sure. It was like an awkward.
I think I would low key Mom Dukes think I was beating my shit. I don't need Mom Dukes thinking like. Imagine your mother or even your father, like they see you in the process of they catch you gooning. You know what I'm saying, they catch you phone in your hand on meat, and one of the first thoughts is you sending naked pictures to old dudes. I don't think my ego can handle that. Even at a young age, I would think like, damn, niggas think I'm weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, not niggas don't think I'm just a masturbator, but niggas think I'm like one of those weird ass dudes. Like, nah, that would fry me. But I do think that's one of the top 10 fears when you first start discovering gooning. And it's like, I don't think the brain in a young man knows that this is like absolutely wrong, but at the same time you get the gist that this is something that you obviously shouldn't just be telling people that you're knowingly doing. Like you want to keep it secret. You want to keep it private. You want to be discreet about it. So the moment that you potentially get caught, or if you ever got caught, that's like one of the, I'm saying, your heart just fucking falls in your ass. You know what I'm saying? Literally your heart falls in your ass. You feel like you just got caught fucking committing one of the craziest sins known to man against yourself.
Week after that, but we have never talked about it ever, nor have we even addressed it. She didn't even take my phone that day or even tell my dad. Now, if y'all don't know, I'm East African. I have an African dad. They don't play about that shit. I would have gone whooped crazy. If my dad found out about that, the belt would even be the last of it. But in hindsight, though, it was a good thing I got caught, because that situation literally gave me PTSD. I can't even go to the bathroom and do it no more. So I basically got safe from an addiction, bro. Shout out my Dukes, man. Mama. The thing about me is that I got a little bit of an addictive personality, so she really saved my ass for real. But that was my personal story. If you guys have any first goon stories like that, make sure y'all put them in the comments. I'll read all of them, most likely. But moving on, though, I feel like the issue with a lot of gooners is that they never end up getting caught, which leads them to do it more and more and more, leading to an addiction. When you're bored all the time, bro, your mind starts to wander and shit like that.
And I think that's, it's not even the fact that you don't get caught. I think that's what it is right there. A lot of people, when they reach fucking prime goon state, they don't have nothing in their life that they're working towards, gang. They don't have nothing. They don't have no no job, no passion project, no hobbies, no. Gooning is the hobby. Literally, like tugging on meat first thing in the morning is it's the highlight of their fucking day, and after that, everything else just goes downhill. Not downhill because, like I'm saying, you live in a miserable life, but downhill because you don't even have the fucking energy to do something if you wanted to. I think that's what's frying a lot of men in today's time, gang. The problem isn't masturbating. The problem isn't touching your meat. The problem is when I'm saying you're consistently doing it to the point where you have no other drive, or all the drive that you have stored up is going towards that one big burst of energy when you first wake up. And it's like literally after that, what else is there? Nothing.
Quarantine, a lot of people's minds was wandering for sure. In the crib all day, wasn't doing nothing, playing the game. Niggas was musty as hell, taking showers once a week. It was a crazy time. And that is where I think most people develop their addiction. Now, I did hear gooning is good for avoiding prostate cancer. Some guys finally have some positive going on for y'all. This don't mean you should start beating it every day now. No, don't do it. Gooning is more of a mental thing, like it can heavily affect your perception of women and all that. That one homeboy you had that's super duper nervous around women is a light example of this. What used to really frown me about the concept of gooning, though, and still does to this day, is that while you're watching, really sit down and think about this for a second. You are beating your meat, watching a video on your phone or whatever of another man cracking a bit while you sit there beating it. If that's not cucking, I don't know what is, man.
Like, and literally, I think that's when you gotta wake up. Like doing it when you're young, you don't have the ability to visualize that concept, or you know what I'm saying, stomach like literally just stomach that. But I remember when I was like, I want to say 19, 20, like around that time. Like, I wouldn't say I was a fucking goon. Like in point in my life, I was always like doing something. I would rather play the game than bust a nut, to be honest. But it was one clip that I had seen from Kevin Gates where that nigga literally said, like, why would I beat my to another nigga's success? And I'm gonna rephrase that. Why would I beat my Johnson to another nigga's success? You know what I'm saying? The nigga that you're watching through the screen that's actually cracking, you know what I'm saying? He's doing it. He's experiencing it. You know what I'm saying? He's experiencing it firsthand. And the only thing you get from that is the pleasure of watching him enjoy something in the physical realm while you're just watching it through a fucking pixelated screen. And after I seen that clip, that shit really woke me up to the point where it's like yeah, when push come to shove, sometimes it's not always going to go your way, gang. You make plans to I'm saying to link with some fine shit, and you know what I'm saying, get some buns, but it don't always go to plan. So maybe one day you got to fucking crank one out just because. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing wrong with that, but to the point where you're doing it every single day, or you're doing it every single week, and it's like that's like your main point of dopamine. That's your main point of satisfaction. You got to wake up to the reality that you're literally cranking one out to another man getting something that you can't have. You know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't even say can't have, but something that you're not having. You know what I'm saying? He's reaping the rewards, he's reaping the rewards, and you're just getting you're getting his secondhand accomplishment. And it's not even fucking secondhand, because it's not like, you know what I'm saying, y'all running a train or whatever, and you not the nigga that went first, you the nigga that goes second. No, gang, you're not going at all. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You're not going at all. It's literally you tugging on your own meat, and you're literally pleasuring yourself to another man who's getting buns. I just want you to think about, like, it got to be that deep. If you want to get over it, if you want to get past it, you got to think about it that deep. You know what I'm saying? You're literally being cucked. You are. And it's only like that if you're doing this shit every single day. Like I said, I understand the man who has to crank one out for the sake of cranking one out because it's been a while. You want to make sure your shit still works. Like, I get it. I understand. But like, if you're doing that shit every single day, bro, like, stop.
And for all the people that say they watch solo or lesbian videos, shut that shit up, nigga. It's barely any better, bro. You're frying your brain receptors with all of that. And bro, it's really folks out here that goonies in all sorts of devices. You know what I'm saying? Phone's the regular though. Some be on a PC with it. In my opinion, that is kind of crazy because you got bare cheeks out in your chair. Just
nah, I ain't gonna lie. Phones and laptop is or on a PC, that's calm. Some niggas genuinely crank that shit on TV. You know what I'm saying? You know how horny of a nigga you gotta be to put that shit on the big screen and like with no worries, know what I'm saying? No anything that's stopping you, nothing that's in the back of your mind is like, okay, maybe I shouldn't put this shit on the big screen. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas genuinely are putting that shit on the flat screen TV in their house in the living room while their family is gone, and they're cranking it on the couch. Don't be that guy. Do not be that guy.
Stroking your meat. And others even watch it on a 70-inch smart TV they got downstairs. You know how crazy that is? Like, imagine like you look into your neighbor's window, you just see him chilling on a couch, just beating his shit, and on the TV it's corn. It big getting fucked. Like, bro, if your gooning device is the TV, you are a monster, bro. Just like anything else, though, if you put your mind to it, you can achieve anything, man. That gooning addiction you have, you can fix it if you really want to, though. Think about all the time you spent stroking the chicken over the years. You could have used that time doing something better. As the saying goes, I think the best time to plant a tree is 20 years ago. The second best time is now. If you feel like a bum that just goons all day and does nothing else, the only thing you can do is change. I believe in all y'all, bro. Y'all can stop the addiction. Don't let the addiction win, bro. You're giving all this energy you have to girls you would never meet ever in your life. They're only on the internet. And it's only getting worse with AI corn. We're gonna talk about that in a different video for sure. AI is getting scary, bro. If you watch this whole video, though, I appreciate you. We doing weekly videos. I promise we are locked in.
This is a W video. Literally, the last thing I'm gonna leave y'all with is identify your triggers. That's as simple as that. I'm not saying don't touch yourself or do touch yourself, gang. It's your cock. Do whatever you want. I'm not the cock police. That's not what we do over here. But at the same time, identify your triggers. Know the things that you're looking at before you do something. Know the like, what are you feeling? Acknowledge it. Write it down. Put it in your notes. You know what I'm saying? Because those are the things that are potentially, if you're trying to quit, if you're trying to do better, if you're trying to better yourself, these are the things that are going to keep you in that place. You know what I'm saying? Get out of that goon state, gang. It's way better life out there. If you enjoyed the reaction video, it's your boy RushMoreRick. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments.